I'm going to demonstrate a method of solving a system of equations, and the method I'm looking at in this video is elimination, sometimes called addition and subtraction. Suppose we're given two equations. The ones I've chosen here are negative 2x plus y equals 2 and x plus y equals 2. I've sketched a little graph of those two equations so you can see visually what we're talking about here. These are both linear equations, equations of lines, and together they're called a system of equations. Usually, but not always, these two lines are going to intersect in a single point, and that point will be what we call the solution to the system. Sometimes, of course, the lines will be parallel, and in that case, there won't be a solution because they don't cross anywhere, or they could coincide. And if they coincide, then they share every single point. So there would be an infinite number of solutions. But those are special cases. Today, we're going to look at the case which is most common, and that is that two lines intersect in some point. So the method we're going to use here is called the elimination method. With both equations in what is called standard form, that simply means ax plus by equals c. We're going to place the equations on our paper vertically so that the x's are in the first column, the y's are second, and the constant the third. Now, when we look at these equations, what we need to do here is figure out how we can manipulate one or both of those equations by using the multiplication principle to force the coefficients of one of those variables to be equal and opposite in sign. I'm going to choose to multiply the second equation by 2. And when I do that, notice that equation becomes 2x plus 2y equals 4. Now, if you look at those, you can see that the x terms in both equations have coefficients that are equal and opposite. And what that means is when I add these equations together in the next slide, the x terms are going to drop out. And here we have it. Negative 2x plus 2x is 0. Y plus 2y is 3y. 2 plus 4 is 6. And now I have a little equation that I can solve for y by dividing both sides by 3. Y is equal to 2. So that's the y coordinate of my point of intersection. Now to find the x coordinate, I just go back to either one of those equations. I'll pick the easy one, x plus y equals 2. And I'm going to plug in the value I found for y, which is 2. So the equation now becomes x plus 2 equals 2. I subtract 2 from both sides, and I have x equals 0. And that is the x coordinate of the point of intersection. So here's our solution. The simultaneous solution is the point 0, 2.